Today I'm going to do part 2 of how you can set up your blog for your Wix website. What's up, you guys? Thanks for tuning in with your boy Nino, and I got a tutorial today on part 2 of how you can set up your Wix blog. And let's go ahead and get started. So like I was explaining before, I was talking about the custom feed here and all of its nicks, knacks, and crannies about this whole deal. And I actually wanted to show you guys actually about my blog. Okay, now this is easily accessible here on your left hand toolbar. Okay, you can just click my blog and this will give you your blog manager where you can create and manage your posts, and that actually takes you back to that dashboard that I just talked about in part 1 video. Okay, and so that takes you back to your dashboard. You get to customize, however, go into detail just like I did in part 1. Okay, if you don't know about part 1, please go ahead and check it out. I'll put this in the right hand corner as I speak right now, and I just want you guys to pick up where you left off in part 1. Make sure that you understand everything that's going on in part 1 so that you can completely understand what's going on in part 2. Okay, and this is actually part 2 just by looking at the title. Okay, anyways, you can actually go here and you can create and manage your posts. Now you can actually go to your blog pages, and this will show you all of your blog pages if you have multiple ones. Okay, this is your blog elements. Here you have your different types of custom feeds that you can automatically upload onto your site without even having to go through your settings here. And then also you can actually put in a post list. Now this post list would be say for instance you wanted to drag this sucker out like here, like so, and you want it to be customizable so that it could be customized based on the type of look that you want. Okay, well, what you can do here is actually put this outside the grid lines. Okay, it's gonna give you a little prompt, but you put this outside the grid lines. Okay, yep, see the prompt is right here, guys. All right, so you pulled it outside the grid lines, right? And here you can actually go into your settings and actually make it how you want it. So go inside the settings, you can actually filter this stuff out by category. Okay, you can do just featured posts only, which I could just put that there, and it's only one featured post. This could be your featured post column here, and you can get creative with all of this by going through the settings and putting up the by fixed number or with page numbers. Okay, you can actually go ahead and look at the display, and you can actually put the reading time in here if you want, and you see how it just updates that very clearly and up to date right there, just very quick. And you can take that off. You can also put all of these other elements into your post list. Okay, now also you can actually create different layouts, which is the classic layout, the editorial, or the slider. I highly suggest the slider if you don't have enough space on your website. Okay, this slider can be on the side or it can be at the bottom of your website. It's very cool, very informational, and it attracts readers. Okay, and attracts your visitors. Then you can actually go into the layout settings. You can actually go into additional layout settings and you can make it autoplay. Okay, this can actually just flip on and off however you would like, and it will include the slider arrows, or if you want you can make it appear on the post or on the side of the post. Okay, normally I like to put it on the side of the post so that you guys can actually see the post, everything. It doesn't look like it's on there, and it doesn't take away from the post itself. But I mean, it's my preference. You guys have your preferences, so you guys design it how you want to. Okay, and then you have your design here, layout. We just went over, but you have your design here, and you can put your design based on like the different types of fonts that you have. I highly suggest that you guys keep the fonts the same within like the format of your whole entire site. And I actually go into a brief tutorial about that, so I'll put that in the right hand corner as I speak now, and so that you guys can actually check it out about text. Okay, and let's see here, I got support here, the notorious support, where you can read all of the articles your heart desires. Okay, so I think that is about it about the post list. Now, if you go back to my blog and you go back to add blog elements, we have a post list editorial. Okay, that's exactly the same thing, but just in an editorial block. Okay, and we had that option show up when we were looking at the display. Okay, then you have your post list slider, so it's just giving you all of the displays. You have the classic display, the editorial, and then the slider. Okay, and then also here you have recent posts. Now if you want, you can put that recent post down here in your blog. If not, you don't have to. It depends on how you want to set up your site, but this is very interesting to have when you are, let's say, on a different blog page that you made. You can actually easily put that on there. If you have specific categories that are showing up in a custom feed, then you can actually put that recent post down there so that people can see other categories. It just gives your visitors more variety of your post, your blog post, and what you want to go ahead, what they want to see, and then what you guys want to present to your visitors. Okay, then you have the category menu. I highly suggest that you guys put the category menu someplace where you are, you know, on a different blog page that you made, and it doesn't have all of your category menus there. And then if you want to separate it from just it being on the blog itself, like down here, which I'll close this, you have all posts, and then you have all of your different categories right here. And I actually made this competition and updates here in another video, so you guys will see that in upcoming videos soon to come. So, but right now, this is where your categories will go, and it looks very presentable. If you don't want that to show up, I will go into details in a few minutes. Okay, but right now I'm going right back to what I was talking about, which was category menu. If you don't want that category menu right here and you want to style it up the way you want and then put it wherever you want on your Wix website, you can do so by just go ahead and dragging this thing out and putting it. Normally people put it on the side, but you know, your creativity is your creativity. You can go ahead and do as much as you want with your creativeness as possible. Now you can come here and you can manage the post. That will actually take you back to your dashboard, and then your blog dashboard, and then you can go to your settings here, and then you can check out the display. Okay, you can show all posts here. If you don't want to show all posts because you know you're already on the blog page and it shows all of the posts, you might as well just toggle that off. Okay, but it shows you how many posts that you have here that are published. Okay, now show number of posts, that's just the numbers right here. If you don't want that to be put on there, then you can take that out. All right, and then you have your layout here. You could center it up, you could put it left alignment, put some padding on there so that you know it can look more organized. Then you have your design layout of regular and then on hover effect. Okay, get creative with that, guys. If you guys want, you could send me some information about how creative you guys got on my website actually, so you guys could send me over some things like that. But yeah, just get creative with this. And yeah, okay, so you got your support here. Let's go back, and I'm gonna delete that. All right, so we can go back here, and the way I deleted it is just by pressing the delete button. That's a quick little shortcut for you guys. Okay, archive. This is all of the posts that have already been passed. Okay, so that means if something happened last month or 2 months ago, it's gonna show up as an archive. Okay, because it was just archived by yourself, or it was just basically something in a month that was prior to or even upcoming, or excuse me, not upcoming, but or now. So you guys can put that out here and let it show. Let's go ahead and drag that out. So as you can see, I only have one for July. All of these posts have been made in July. Now remember, this is a pre-loaded template. Okay, so these templates items could have been made in July, and so that means that all of these templates here of the blog posts were made in July, or what have you. It could be made in July, it could have been made in June, it could have been made in May, April, all that sort of things. And then you can go in here to your settings and you can actually style it up the way that you want by the display of showing the newest post first, or showing the numbers of the post, the layout, the design, the on hover effects, just like we talked about in the category list. Okay, so it's nothing new, it's all simple, easy, and straight to the point. All right, so that is pretty much it. Then you have your RSS button. That'll give you let visitors sign up to your blog's RSS feed in a click. That's very easy and simple for you to just drag that out. If you want to learn more about that, you guys can actually easily go into support.wix.com and actually find out what is all about RSS buttons. Okay, I highly suggest that if you guys don't know about it. All right, and then you have your related apps here that you can actually put onto your website if you may please. Okay, then you can learn more about actual blogs in general. You'll have a View the Blog Helper Center. You have the Open Blog Support Forum, and then also you have tips from Wix Blog Pros. Okay, so if you need any type of help or any type of guidance or assistance, you can go to those tips and easily figure out what are the nuances of the industry right now. All right, so I think that is about it for those little blog elements. Okay, now let's go ahead and talk about the actual blog. Okay, so this is your actual blog setup. They actually give you a customized feed for this template, and I can see that it's just this template. Okay, it doesn't normally come with a custom feed on top of the blog. Normally the blog just shows up. All right, so as you can see here, you can manage your posts. Just like I said before, it goes to your blog dashboard where you can actually manage your posts there. And then also you have your settings here. Now you can go into your settings and show the display, the layout, and then other things where you can manage the post. You can create new posts here as well. And we can look at the display, and it's easily and simple, just like the custom feed, where you can display the author's name, all of these feed labels here that you want to show on here. These are accessible and easy to toggle on and off. All right, you have your blog menu. As you can see, you can take that off if you want, and that will take everything off, and it will just simply be a blog without a blog menu. And you can easily turn it back on. Now, what I like about the login and sign up feature is that is the login and sign up feature that is connected with your whole entire site. Okay, not just this blog itself, it's with the whole entire site. So if your site visitor logs in right here, they have access to all of your other login information that you may have. And also when you create a blog, my blog, it automatically comes with a customized built-in, if you may choose this option. You can choose this option upon making a blog if you want to create a backend for your visitors that make an account, you can actually have account settings and all of that, which I'm going to go into future videos on about the member, and what they call it is a member's login page, and then a member's account settings and all of that. And I'll show you guys how to do that in a future tutorial coming soon. All right, so you guys have the blog menu. You can do the social sharing, and this social sharing will actually show up when you click on these three dots here. Okay, I think, let me go back to the settings. I think everything else here is still self-explanatory, but I'll still go through it with you guys if you need more knowing about the layout and the design. So layout is more so just like the custom feed, but this is actually your blog. Okay, this is actually what your blog landing page is going to be. All right, so you can tile it up, which I think I like tile because it looks like a more modern look to it. Looks pretty neat. And then you can do your layout settings here by the post size, spacing, the post height, the margins, and these different layout settings will change for each one of these layouts options that you choose. Just make sure that you keep everything consistent within your site. All right, and then also how should post load? You can do it only for this one is on scroll down. Okay, you can't do it with page numbers. Post per load is going to be 24. You can actually change that if you would like to, which I have right now is published as 6, so I could change that to 3, and then it could just show 3, and then when I scroll down it will show 3 more. Okay, let's go ahead to design. You can actually change your blog menu. Like I said before, this is your blog menu up here, and you have an option to change that however your heart desires. Okay, so this is your blog menu and that design. Here's your post menu and design. Okay, text color on hover will be that magenta. No, this is more like, yeah, I'm just gonna say a darker red, maroon type of style. Okay, and then your category feed, okay, will show up this way. All post feed is going to be a little bit different. Okay, and then you have your button style, your button layout. Okay, so if you want your button layout to look different, you can once you have a button to show, which is the only one that I can see is right here is the login and sign up. If we want to, we could change that color behind it. And actually it doesn't change that, it actually only changes the buttons itself. I think the login sign up button is totally different, and that is inside the blog menu. All right, let's see, blog menu, background opacity, that's just the background of the blog menu. But yes, you get the gist here. You guys can actually do as much as you want with this design. As you can see, you have the support here, just like we could access the support here where we could go to learn more, and we could actually access all of this support information right here at the click of a button. All right, so now that I finished up with that, I want to go and head on over to the post page. Okay, and how you can find that is by going up here to your managing posts, or you can just go to your pages here, and then you can go to blog pages, and then you can click post. All right, now this is my post page, this is my post element, and once it loads up, I will show you a little bit more. All right, so this is your post site. Okay, this will show you all one post. All right, here as you can see, we have manage post settings, and then we can stretch it out if we want to fit the margins. All right, now if we go into settings, we can actually toggle on and off that menu up here, this blog menu, so that you could just only show the post itself. All right, then you actually have options to actually take out the name, the person's name, whoever the author is. You can take that out in your display. As you can see, I'm doing it right now. You can take out the publish date if you don't want that. You can put the comments counter down there. You can put the likes counter, views counter, all of these things you can toggle on and off, just like you were able to do on your blog page. Okay, blog menu, like I said, normally you don't want to have your blog menu there. You guys want people to more focus on the post itself. And that is just in my opinion. You guys may have different ways of how to do it. So however you see it fit, go ahead and fit it to your website. All right, now you got your social sharing, and this will actually be at the end, at the bottom of your post. Okay, as you can see here, it has a pin it. This is talking about Pinterest, where you could actually pin this image right here, and it actually puts a pin it button over top of that image. Very useful and helpful design that Wix has to offer, and I really enjoy it. Let's see, and like I said before, this is a pin it button, but you can actually have that for any visitors that want to pin this into their Pinterest. With one click of the button, you can easily push that information to the Pinterest and get more followers that way to follow your blog. All right, now recent posts, you can actually show recent posts. That's all the way down here at the bottom, and these will just be your recent posts. Like I said before, I do tutorials, and actually I'm going to do a tutorial coming up about how you can create recent posts, featured posts, or other different types of trending posts down here. If you don't want to do just a show recent posts, I can show you guys how to do that using Corvid, which is Wix code, and easily populate those different types of trends or the different types of featured posts. Okay, also I'm going to go more in detail about the show comments. I think the only way possible for people to actually comment on this blog post is if they're signed in. I think it would prompt people to sign in before they can comment, and I think that's very helpful, because then you can track the people who put comments into your blog post. All right, so you have the design here, just the same layout as before. You have your blog menu design, you have your post design here, where you can look at the links and hashtags. That's really big, because these are the hashtags, and if you change the color of this, let's say to green, okay, it will change this hashtag, as well as right here, this quote. All right, just like I said in part 1 of my video, make sure to go ahead and check that out. If you guys don't know about how the back end looks, it looks kind of similar, so that you can get the similar feel of how it will look, and it gives you like a preview while you're working in it. But I highly suggest that you guys check out part 1 so you can get more detail about that. As you can see, you can change the post background, and then the notorious support here. And also, if you want to add on some things here, you can actually go to add-ons. Okay, this add-ons will bring up the same exact information that you would see over here in my blog right here, if you can see my cursor, and it will show you custom feeds here that you can put recent posts, member page, if you want that to be accessible for your visitors to see. You can actually show your members there, and then those members can actually go onto this blog post and actually post blogs if you give them certain types of badges. And I can go more into badges in another tutorial, but right now this is all of the add-ons that you can put on here, and your RSS button. So it's just another way of having an easier and accessible way of getting to your custom feed, and all of your custom elements over here that you can use for your blog posts. All right, just right here, all of these blog elements. All right, so I guess that is about it. I'm wrapping it up for part 2. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you guys want to give it a shot, go ahead and give it a shot. If you have any questions, drop it below. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. And if you like this video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you aren't already. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. All right, ciao.